Hi guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how to change some old brake pads out for some new ones. I've ordered some online of chain reaction cycles, and yeah, let me show you how to put them in, how to seat them, and yeah, let's get into the video. Got the brake pads out. These are sintered brakes for XT and XTR, which also fit on my M2 Clarks. I'm going to be changing out my front brake because it is squealing a lot and it is getting quite old. I have an extra pair in case my back one starts to wear. And yeah, first of all, even before you start, you should wear some nitrate gloves or gloves of some sort to get any oils that are on your hands, not on the brake pads. And yeah, but I don't have any, so first you got to take your wheels off. I got a quick lean, so yeah, and then you need some sort of pliers to take this little splint thing out by bending it back straight so it can be pulled out. Got to pull it out. Should have ordered a new one of these things. I just couldn't find any pads that fitted my bike, which also came with one of these. Go, grab it out, put it in a safe place, preferably without any oil. Just try and keep all the contamination out. So all you do is you take it from the top, pull your brake pads out. These are old and worn out, and if you're wondering how to know which ones to buy, it's just the general shape of it. So if you see there, it's pretty much the same, and yeah, these aren't exactly the same, but yeah, just general size of it and shape of it. Now you need to keep as much oil away. Now you're going to be touching the brake pads. First of all, get some sort of cloth or something, which of course I don't have. I got a cloth. All this cloth's going to be used for is to get the oils and contaminants off the disc and prevent any oils from your skin, from my skin should I say, because I don't have gloves, just getting onto the brake pads while I put them in. So just get your cloth a bit damp or with some soapy liquid, which I don't have, and you're just gonna go around taking all the oils. If you can see that little like ring there, that's probably all the oils on it. Just, if you can, use some type of soap, dish soap or anything, just to get the oils off. That'll be great. And this is just so there's more friction on the brake pads, so essentially stopping you better. Once you've cleaned your disc, just give your brake pad just a wipe down, just to, you know, get any contaminants or anything just away from the area. I haven't washed my bike in a while. Just give it a general wipe down, trying to keep anything that could contaminate it out. There we go, clean surface. So now use the dry side of your cloth, not the wet side. And when you're installing it, you don't have to use it. I'm not going to use it because if you just hold the tips of the brake pad, you should be fine. Once you got your pin through, grab your pliers again and just bend one of these side things just out. If you can't get it out, just grab a flat screwdriver, preferably a thin one. Put your finger at the back of it, just wedge it in, just to separate the two. And yeah, you don't have to just bend one, you can bend them both. Just get that flat screwdriver to bend it across. If you pull it on, tug on it, and it doesn't come out, should be good. After cleaning your disc up, pull your tire up, or however you put your tire on, put it on. Make sure it lines up in your brakes, push it up, or whatever you need to do. And you see on my pinky, I have a lot of grease on my hands, so now I know I shouldn't touch the discs, because that will dramatically affect the braking power of these new brake pads. On. Oh, it's got a bit of resistance there. So what you got to do with this is you have to take your tire out, again, if this happens to you, which you probably would, take the tire off again. Now keeping in mind, I have grease on my hands, so I do need to think about that. Now you're going to grab some sort of flat screwdriver, wedge, knife, anything. I'm going to try and use one of the bigger Leatherman things, because they just seem more durable. And I think you should grab quite a big flat screwdriver, or wedge, or unless you have the tool for it, which I don't. Never really have the right tool for anything. And I'm just gonna go from the front, slowly wedging it in, pushing the brake pads apart, which will create enough space for your disc to fit in. There you go. Once your disc pistons are all the way in, grab your tire again, put it back in, give it a test, and now you can't go out yet. Now you have to seat your tires. Essentially what seating your tire means is just getting it ready or prepped. Tires on, give it a spin. There is a bit of wear which could be fixed with an Allen key, because this is probably because it's not true, like not straight. This is what you do. Loosen these two bolts. Loosen these two bolts up. And once you once you've done that, once you've got both of them loose, which I almost have done now, you are simply just gonna make sure it's loose, which it is. Then you're gonna clamp on your front brake as hard as you can, and then you're gonna tighten your brakes while still holding on the brake firm. Okay, this is the easiest part about, and the most fun part about putting in new brakes. So you're gonna ride at a moderate speed, hit your brakes until you're about to stop, and go again, and do this like a couple of times, and this should seat in your brakes. You know what to do. Sub in the top right, watch previous video in the bottom left, and there'll be a playlist in the top left for you to guys watch. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It will help me a lot.